Hello? Ready for me, guys?
96.1 FM. Join.
Ah, nobody over this, huh? Let me know when it's my time to go.
It's your time. Go ahead.
All right. Trust me, tell us, I'm on top of the world this morning. It's a good look. Have you guys heard about it? Have you heard about it? Lawrence Rowe will be my guest via Zoom today. Does the name ring a bell, guys? Lawrence Rowe is actually, let me tell you if you don't know. Lawrence Rowe is an ordinary community, I mean say ordinary community development practitioner out of Almontown. Youth leader. Him stepping at a big boat. Lawrence has decided that he wants to represent Kingston Central constituency for the PNP in the next general election. He won his bid on Sunday. And I want to talk to Lawrence about it. And I also want to talk to some of the persons who supported him. Lawrence, are you here? Anytime now, as soon as I get Lawrence, I just want him to talk about the journey, the victory. Because for me, anybody who know me know that color does not exist in this essence. It's all about the man, the youth, the person who represent the community at every level. And Lawrence is such a person, and it is my duty today as community broadcaster, the voice of the community, to hear the journey, the success of Lawrence Rowe thus far. I will add Tamara. Are you here? Are you ready? Ready to go, Tamara? Ready to go, Lawrence? And other supporters? Ready to go? I need you on here now to speak about the journey, the success, how you feel. So I'm just waiting for these persons to talk to me. Lawrence, Tamara? I'm not hearing either of them, but trust me, I didn't talk about this man. I talk about the fact that an ordinary community person. I need you on here now, Tamara, to talk about the victory, the journey. So please be on here now. All right, Tamara? Huh? You're on?
Could you please repeat?
Yeah, I need you to be on Zoom now so that we can start the show.
All right.
And let Lawrence know likewise. Mm-hmm. All right, so me I go to wait. You see, that's it. That's the journey. That's the work. You see, as long as you have the passion, the drive, the commitment, and as me always say, it's the same time you take the dream big, and the same time you take the dream little. So what about you dream little? Dream big. Dream big. This morning I had a conversation with Lawrence, and trust me, me have to stop myself because I know I just go on and on. Me say me just happy. Me happy because it's an ordinary community development practitioner. Mr. Lawrence, as soon as you're on here, just make me shut up that you can tell me about the journey, you know, because we just attack, now. So me go on and me happy, you know. Mr. Rowe? Not here, Mr. Rowe yet. Not seen Tamara yet. I don't know where them there. If we don't up on the road, me still want to know. Me still want to know. Me still want to see the crowd behind, no, because I know there's a lot of the work just begin. Me know. I understand these things because as a community development, as an ordinary community development practitioner, the work always there for me. There's never a day gone by that I don't have to do volunteer work. My life, I am committed to a life of service. And I know my friend Lawrence is also committed to a life of service. So I want to hear from him. Mr. O? I'm waiting to have Mr. Rowe on here. I don't know what is happening. I think we have. Hello? Mr. Rowe? Me not hear Mr. Rowe yet. Me don't know what could I make me not hear him. But let me tell you something. Me have to hear Lawrence Rowe this morning. I have to hear him. I have to see him. I need, yeah, me need this tour. Me want to hear everything about it. Because I know say, look, you're not easy, you know. Mr. Rowe, I need you on the ear. Are you on Zoom? All right, all right. Mr. Brown, say if you can assist Lawrence. He's trying to log on. Yeah, man, he's trying to. All right. So you know, sometimes we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but as community development practitioner, we use the difficulty. You know, we are a resilient set of people, and that is one of the reasons why I need to have Lawrence via Zoom this morning to speak about the journey, because the resilience is something we are the only thing we set us apart from the other people then. We are set apart because of our resilience. We are set apart because we live in the community. We know the problem and we have the answers. So I don't know why I don't know why technology is doing this to us this morning. I feel like I'll get my brother now. Yo, Bobo, you there yet? You're on now? Me not hear me, bro. Me not see me, bro. Me not sure what is happening, but I need to have him here. I need to have him here because the journey is one of the
I am now here.
Welcome. Welcome. What do I say? Member of Parliament designate for the Central Kingston PNP, representing the PNP for Central Kingston. It's via Zoom. It's on Make We Talk Wednesday this morning. It's a privilege, sir, to have this interview. It's a privilege. Thank you so much for putting up yourself for representational politics. It's a big boat. Talk to me, Lawrence. The show is yours.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
I'm so elated. Talk to me about your journey, brother. I know. Tell me more. I hear it from your mouth.
Well, as you are aware, I was born and raised in Allman Town, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am a Gilbert child. You know, I'm 2 months older than Gilbert. I grew up facing the same hardships as the people do. You know, growing up, I had to share pencils with my siblings, you know, parents breaking it in two, and you would hope. Yeah, and then you would hope that you would get the part with the eraser. Similarly, the exercise book had to be cut in two. You had to live on Nutribun, Bulla, and the bag milk, you know. Boxing all about from house to house due to parental issues. You know, going to school without lunch money from time to time, selling downtown with my mother, or selling at the Mandeville market with my stepmom. You know, while living in Red Hills, we had to boom drive to school. You know, it's been a journey. I had to do homework at school, given that, you know, you had one book, and when that book is completed, you get another, though you have several subjects to do. I grew up carrying water in buckets, you know, washing at standpipes, selling at school, you name it, I face it. You know, I still kept my head high and decided that I am going to be a good, productive citizen. Here I am today.
The caretaker MP for
yes.
Kingston Central.
Correct.
More for saying, we get it as school, you know, I don't understand some of the political language, you know, so you have to school me in that area.
Well, I was just MP aspirant, and since the election, we are now awaiting the party's national executive to ratify the decision of the delegates. Then I'll become the MP caretaker for the PNP.
All right, so y'all want to MP aspirant?
MP caretaker.
MP caretaker, you MP caretaker. All right, MP caretaker, Lawrence Rowe. You know, you have one more road though. You know, the Kingston Central, I know one easy You know, you're going to row the boat, you know, sir.
Most definitely.
You're gonna row.
You know, I feel confident going into the election facing my opponent. You know, I've served political and non-political organizations. You know, I started serving the CDCs, you know, being a part of youth clubs, being a part
Yes,
of
sir.
benevolent societies. I have served the constituency as secretary. You know, I've served the PMPYO as its vice president, regional chairman, parish chairman.
What?
I have served in many capacity, right? Um, my giving back started when Victor J. Cummins was MP.
I found that.
He sent
Nice.
me on the National Youth Service Camp. They had a collaboration with the Citizen Security and Justice Program. You know, they were targeting at-risk youth to ensure that they don't fall prey into the hands of gunmen. Those that were a part of, you know, criminal activities, they try to give them a second chance or a next chance rather. And having been recommended by the Member of Parliament and the CDC at the time, you know, I went there and I did my best. I was very reserved, you know. I had challenges even with reading and comprehension, and coming out of that camp, you know, I was spelling champion and most outstanding male runner up. Yes.
Wow.
I would know the Citizen Security Justice Program was designed by Dr. Peter Phillips, and I must give commendations to him as well because he has played a major role in my milestone. And since leaving youth service camp, I made a commitment that I will be giving back to my community and my country in particular, because people believed in me and they saw potential in me, and they are part of my journey and my success. And since then, I have been given my all. I remember closing down my internet cafe in Agla Park and carrying it to my home. And, you know, people would come there, utilize the internet. At times they would get free printing. I assist with SBA preparations, CXC preparations, homework centers, you know. Wow. Here am I. I have been rewarded by the people. I have received their love and support amidst the challenges, you know.
But you know that one of the reward for hard work is more work though.
Yes, I know that. I know that very much. And I am happy that I am getting support from a wide cross section of people. The demography, you know, there is no particular demography that support me. Everybody supports Lauren, and even the most tribal individual politically still give me words of encouragement, still give me some amount of support, and it is encouraging. You know, wow.
Because you know, as a community volunteer, as a youth leader, as a every hat, you've worn every hat in community. So when I look at Lawrence, I just can't see that orange shirt. I see a young man with potential to bring our community. Let me tell you, one community at a time can save Jamaica.
Yes.
I am still convinced that
true.
we can realize our 2030 vision.
That's right. I mean, when I have conversations with the youth, I mean, there are many people that will write off some of the young men and say, boy, they are irredeemable. You know, my interaction with them is quite the opposite. Yeah, I mean, they have rich potential. They have a vision. They just need a mentor to just steer them in the right path. We have to blame it on parents too. I have seen, you know, children coming from school trying to engage their parents. Go in, go take off your clothes, and then just run them like dogs. You know, and it causes the children to find alternative love. And most times, in most occasions, you know, people lead our children astray when we don't make time for them. So we have to start by calling on parents to make that time for their child. Just like how they make the time for the dance, the parties, and all sorts of other things that they need to, instill in their children that, there's hope and they are committed to making a better life for their children, far better than they themselves experience.
Yeah. You are so right. A man of my own art in so many instances. Yes. Many people see the young persons as irredeemable, but for me, I see untapped legacies. We
Yes,
just have not tapped into it yet. Because even if we look back, many of these young people, where we learn at high school, them are learning at primary school. If you have
correct.
an issue with your phone, you can take it to a younger youth and say, look on this, look how I do this. Within seconds, them have it set, it fixed.
Correct.
So that's
Yeah.
who said them are genius. But we're not using up the right skill sets within that person. Because remember, everybody have good in them. So all we
Yes,
need to do
that's
is
right.
tap into the right skill sets. Children
Yes.
need love and acceptance. And another, you touch on everything when we hold there. Parenting. Proper parenting can be used as a vehicle in the
Yes,
positive
for the
change in our
change.
city. Yeah, man, for the
Alright.
change. So we
And
need to
parents must
drive
stop.
that some more.
Yeah, and I encourage the parents to stop choosing for their child too. If the child wants to be an engineer, if your child wants to be a musician, right? What if your child wants to become a hairdresser, whatever it is, support them. Do not choose for them because at the end of the day, it is their desire, right? And not all of us can be lawyers and doctors and teachers, right? Some of us will have to clean the street, right? Some of us will have to ensure that, sanitation is there. Some of us, will have to take care of the elderly. It is how we, come together as a society to live good and to live as one.
Yeah, man, for true. Parents, we are guilty of that. We want children to realize our dream. I wanted to be a lawyer, so you want your child to become a lawyer. When the child wants to be a musician,
Yes.
and I really love that. I remember when, and I must speak a little bit about Makiri. When Makiri decided say him about do music, him mother never stop him. And
Yeah.
I think it was earlier this year, he got a award for music, a Prime Minister Youth Award for music. He's doing
Yes.
so well. He's traveling the world. He might not make no big money yet, but guess what? He might follow him passion.
He's living his dream. Yeah.
He follow him passion and he's happy, and that's the most important thing. Happy people.
That's right. Mhm. If my community work has been recognized by the government of Jamaica as well.
Right.
I've received the Prime Minister Youth Award for Excellence in Community
Right.
Development. So
Yeah, understand. You see what we are talking about. You see
Yeah.
what we are talking about.
and
So
my truest passion is service.
some people see your work and everybody see your work, because if you get a Prime
That's
Minister
right.
Youth Award, community development, no say no more. Nobody cannot question your commitment to community development work.
And I received that award in 2017.
Right
I
after
received that award
the
from the
government
current
change.
Prime Minister. Yes.
Right. So see there, I don't know, politics this, a real some of this. So the same I am the same accolades when me this bestowed on you has already been bestowed on you by the Prime Minister, who is also my alma mater. So yeah, so we see good in you. We see something in you. Yes, Lawrence. Oh my God, what a journey! What a journey! The limit is beyond the sky, though. We know that, right?
Yes.
What next? What are some of the things that you will be looking at doing? What are some of what you think about? You know, your head supposed to be all over the place because there's so much things to fix. But guess what? Talk to me.
Irrespective of what people support or which political party, have to engage the wider constituency to ensure that collectively we have a vision that we can realize. I mean, crime and violence, as is a thing now.
As always been an issue. As always been an issue.
Get it back under control. Certainly, the housing stock must improve in Central Kingston. Far too many of our people are living in squalor. And we have to ensure that we lobby whichever government wins the next election to give us good housing. We deserve it. I mean, Central Kingston is at the center of the capital of the country and it's the pearl of the Caribbean. And we have a lot of potential that must be realized.
Yes, I do agree with you as Julius to housing, and there has to be a lot of consultation with the people because people sometimes buy houses and lose them because they don't understand, they don't have the mentality to pay. We need to teach them that. That's why I know whole heap of money do this, I just the commitment to do.
Correct. Passion and purpose.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Definitely. And the commitment we do. So guess what? All we can buy a house. Because let me tell you something. You say if you want one phone, we save and buy. You say if you want certain things, you will buy it. So guess what? With same commitment, you own the house. Owning the house, not getting the house, is to pay for it so that there can be money for other in the NHT that other people can acquire houses too. So we can't be selfish when we get through. So we have to think there's a lot of retraining, relearning the culturalized norm of many of our people. And that's how the work then, and that's how the work starts.
Right. That's right. We need a lot of social workers. I know you and I serve community organizations over the years. But not even years, decades, right? And
come on, what if years, 30 years or more?
Yeah, we did it with passion and purpose, and we need to find a lot more community activists to go out there and mentor the young people and steer them in the right direction. And we did it at a time that we never got paid to do our work.
No, not at all. We do some breed of walking because we not no fear. We walk some breed of place without fear or favor. Some place where we walk. We don't know we're living today. No? We don't know we're still alive. Some place where
we had to meet. The people that we had to meet and surround ourselves with to get them to steer them in the right direction. A lot of people would not do that without certain protection.
I remember one time I was going to a particular community, and when I had mentioned it, somebody asked me, said to me, say, you have your one gun? Somebody said, you have your one gun? Where you say you go? We soldiers stand up. Anyway, so when I went in the community, it was so real. Soldiers stand up back to back. I mean, back to back, like coming back upon its chair because you cannot do otherwise or you're going dead. But I was there because you're committed. I remember being in our community, a strong PNP community.
Yeah.
And when I got there and I was to speak, the first thing I did, I introduced myself and told them where I was from. So that right there says like you, I say, hey, yo, me a labor, right? I'm the right just so. I said, my name is Arlene Bailey and my duty here today is to remove the imaginary boundaries. Mr. Rowe, we have to remove the imaginary boundaries that people have set up because of color.
We are already divided by color, class, religion, and I know the politics. We as patriotic people need to understand that we are all one race, human race, and we should not allow this sort of division to set us back or to be divided. I know even in the family, you may have a strong PMP household. They will have indifference. It may not be politics, it may be their religion, it may be how they believe that the house should be run. There will always be indifference.
There are always going to be conflicts, but guess what? It can be relatively balanced because we have conflict, but we need to be able to balance it. I can't love Lawrence Valdez because he choose another color. I have to love him based on his community development work.
Yes.
That is what I count the work.
The most important thing, is service to the people and for us to live and operate in the space as human beings.
I've always been interacting with everybody from every different political space. I remember when we were part of the redevelopment of the National Heroes Park. It was Victor Cummings, all of us. And going back home after meeting, Victor Cummings, I got drop me at Fletcher's Land.
Yes.
You understand me? Tamara go drop me at Fletcher's Land. Norman Lindsay, you know him it. Me and end up in one taxi together, you pay me fare. So We've come a long
So,
way.
yeah. And the good thing is that we were never tribal. We all
Never,
believe in our community.
never we accept each other. Never, there was never a time when we had a raised voice because we are talk politics. But we don't talk politics. We talk about community development.
Community
We don't do
development, yeah.
politics. We do community development. That's what we do.
Even when we're having our elections, we
Same way.
support people from Fletcher's Dance support people from Almonstown and all
You
kind
will
of
never do that as a neighboring community.
Yes.
It's such a privilege. It just feels so good. It's surreal to see one of my own. I can't be any other way. Because as long as there's a community development practitioner, you're one of my own. Me just feel so good. And Kimani has extended his congratulations as well because youth leader together doing your own thing. I mean, you being a part of the PNPYO, Kimani being a part of the G2K. Yeah, man, that's how we live. There's no other way about doing it. Sustained community development. Let me include the word sustained because that is one of the problems where many of us can't have sustained development. That's what we need in this country. We have to fight for it. Literally.
Yeah.
Boy, may I tell you, Lauren, me not lie, I feel so elated knowing say somebody just start right there so, but from way down there so, way down our part, you understand everything about the struggles. So when somebody come to you, they have everything, but they not going to school. They know say, are the lunch money are the problem?
Yes, that's so true.
At the lunch, but sometimes I have everything. I say, but me pay boy school fee and buy a book. What? You know, no lunch money. Guess what? Sometimes you don't get no breakfast neither. You not come home to no dinner. It's hard if you not get the 3 meal feed. Where you going to do this?
And it is when our children are not given the right nutrition, it impacts their learning ability.
Of course, it's going to impact their learning ability.
The government needs to find a way to invest in our schools, even to provide a meal a day for a child, free of cost.
I think you have it. There has to be more, and we need to call on private sector Jamaica because let me tell you the truth. Government that was 63 people, 126 together, plus some. So at the end of the day, we're gonna have about less than 500 people were responsible for at the political level.
Yes,
the masses must take care. The masses must be the driver. Me think so.
And the private sector and the church must chip in. I agree with you.
I'm not eating them because we know they're doing some work, but it need to be more coordinated.
Yes.
And there's another thing. People are when time of voting time and you canvas and you do census taking, you go into every nook and cranny.
House to house, yes.
I want government. I want you, Lawrence, to drive the interest. Nook and cranny. You need to go in and nook and cranny at that time so that you know, that lady, she's diabetic, but she can't take her medication because she don't have anything to eat. So you still you're going to anyway. You're going to get sicker anyway because you can't take your medication. I know it's difficult, but if you have a project, I say, all right, that project can be Almontown. This is for all of the people them with diabetic and they are unemployed, them not no pension, them not no this. They need to eat every day. Oh, we are going to do this. Rural Jamaica
before taking the medication.
They can't take it. They not no food. And if they even eat, they might eat the wrong thing because they have to eat what they have.
Most times a lot of sweets. They intake a lot of sweets.
Yeah, man, then send go buy one bag juice or one bullock. I kind of catch up your hunger easy. You know, you drink to go water, catch up your hand, go out the pipe and drink, and you say you're good. You're not good, you're sick. Because remember you have diabetes.
I know. During my campaign, I've met a lot of elderly. They have challenges even filling the prescription. And what I did was to get a copy of the prescription, and I know there's an online portal that the government sets up, and we enter the information for them, And when we receive a text message to pick up, we send a vehicle to collect the original prescription and take it to KPH and collect the prescription and take it back to them. But as you said, that needs to be more coordinated, right?
Yes.
In addition to that, the nutrition, we have to take care of the welfare of our elderly. It is on their backs that we stand. They have tilled the soil for us. They have run their legs.
That's right.
And we must,
That's right.
appreciate them until,
That's right. That's right. Right.
they
Until
depart.
God says their time to go, but we don't need to kill them off before that because we not feed them, and they are
And
also affected by the way we live because
yes, I think the government also.
I should be going on a break. I don't get any wrap-up signal yet for a break, but we'll be going on a break. But Lawrence, we have a lot to talk about, and I don't want to lose it. Let us keep talking until I get that wrap-up signal. Yes, Lawrence, I see you have it. Yeah, you have it together. And people need to learn from a child shall lead you. People need to understand. So listen to me. You tell us some logical thing. We don't know come from PNP or JLP. You know better take a page out and book,
That's right.
He might not get voted for as a member of parliament. Look here, this boy have a book. He have a book when you can take a page out because this is so important. We do this as individuals. Sometimes you have to go at the KPH go put in a prescription for somebody where can't afford to. Them not nobody for do it. So I would go there and then they would tell you, all right, come back 3 o'clock, so I might run go town and when I come back up, me stop and pick up a prescription and them thing there. But nobody know about these things and it is not coordinated and it's not enough.
Yes.
It's not enough. We have so many things that we can do to make Jamaica a better place. Give off yourself. You really not to give people no whole heap of money, I don't have money to give, but me give off myself. Me help in every shape or form. Anything I
say. Yeah. At times,
go
they
ahead.
just need a little word of encouragement. Sometimes they just need somebody to talk to. They are going through a lot. They know I'm begging.
Yes.
Them just want to tell you the stress for them I go through, and once them get it off, them feel good, and you give them that words of encouragement.
Well, I tell you, and that is so important. Motivation. Hello? We getting a wrap-up signal?
Continue,
all right, Lauren, we keep
continue.
talking because I'm not getting a wrap-up.
Yes.
I didn't hear.
Continue, Sister Arlene, continue.
Okay, all right, bless you, great. All right, Lawrence, boy, you see what going on? They just want everybody just eating out of your hand because they just touch it, you're just eating the nail on the head. So keep going. We need to see you. Lawrence, where you at?
I'm here.
Oh my God. We need to see you. Let me get a look because I want you to be. Yes. Yes, Lauren, I am so elated because trust me, we just need to have one. We need to stop being so political to the point where even if you have a good idea and you go out of power, we throw the idea out door. We don't need to do that because we keep reinventing the wheel. Right, we need continuity. We need to remember say rural Jamaica have the poorest set of people. You have some deep rural poor place. These member of parliament needs to do more. There's so many things that needs to be done. I mean, when you look at the issue with JPS, I think truthfully there has to be a subsidiary situation where JPS is coming from many poor people. How them are gonna manage?
Even flat rate and the deep
rural community. We have fight for that. Flat rate and some people definitely they are fully subsidized by the government or some private sector entity because them not have it. You have one household, you have about 6-7 people in there, grandmother and an unemployed daughter. Oh, them are gonna pay JPS. Those people need subsidies from the government. They don't really have none. Somebody they have no TV.
I think we need to start with our disabled community. We need to start with the pensioners, and we need to start with those that are on path, because we know we have verified those individuals as living below the poverty line. So I believe that's a start. That's a starting point.
The disabled community, pensioners, People living in deep rural communities below the poverty line. Only people are living below the poverty line. The member of parliament needs to do a canvas. The community, the caretaker, the council need to canvas this community and realize who would need this. Because guess what? You have some other people have the need and don't have a partner either, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has been reviewed, but me say it a lot of times. Part questionnaire needs to be reviewed. Because if me have a television or a fridge or a gas stove, doesn't mean say I buy me buy.
Can be somebody
Doesn't mean say I have money.
give it to you. Yeah. It can be a hand-me-down.
Of course, a whole heap of hand me down go on, man. A whole heap of things just see people with them know it, them no buy, them buy. Then get it free. You understand me? Them fix it 10 times already. Or something. Then granny where they gone, they left it and them a carry it. And you look on that and you don't they're not qualified for part. Listen to me. They need to do a proper canvassing. Those social workers within government, those people that work from only 9 to 5, we don't understand what many of us are going through in these communities. These things need to be revisited.
Yes.
So now we have Lawrence who know. Because some of them don't know, you know. I'm sure say you know.
And some of them don't care to know either.
Eh? I hear that.
Some of them don't care to know.
You have to know, and if you serve people, you have to care about the people. I always say this. There are so many social workers who don't care about the social well-being of people, and that's what a social worker means. Same goes for parliamentarians. Yes. Please start to care. You don't have to care. People now not running water. They have to buy. Oh, you have to survive. Well, me always say this: if you survive for 40 years, you can survive. But guess what? Me don't know how them they do it for 40 years. And if you're not no tank, you're not no water. If you're not enough money if you put tank water in it, no, come here. Somebody needs to do something. Yeah. Somebody.
And the sewage too. A lot of our people have to be skipping over sewage. So we need to address that issue as well.
Right. Yes, someone you said? Alright, we're going on, we're taking a break now. Lauren,
can't seek validation. Those and admiration from you now your patrons. Boasting about name brands. But cost over 8 grand. When me searching up the same one, with the cost of a straight pants. Why own a Ferrari with nowhere to park it, boy? Why shop a Louis V when there is a target? Now me hype on my face then. 2 minds me a saving. Them go fend if it trendy. Bank account can't empty.
St. Andrews South. Do you want to know what the police is doing for you in serving and protecting you, our valued residents? Then tune in to the St. Andrews South Beats this and every Thursday, 11 a.m. right here on Roots 96.1 FM. Join Commanding Officer Superintendent Kirk Ricketts and the dedicated officers at the St. Andrews South Police who will facilitate your questions and inquiries. That's the St. Andrews South Beat this and every Thursday, 11 a.m. on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city.
Backyard Magazine presents the Music Feel Reggae Show on Roots FM with Music Feel, DJ Sogi and SK. Every Wednesday, 5 p.m. till 6:30 p.m. This is the complete show where you get music updates, artist interviews and reviews. The Music Feel Reggae Show is brought to you by the legendary Backyard Magazine. Know your roots.
Serve. Come here, I'm going to reach home and come and go listen Daniel on Roots FM.
Well, I do. Nobody rush me your data. So we make you want to go listen Roots FM so urgent.
The man show nice, plus it full of cash and prizes. He play good music, plus it educational and just full of vibes. So just try hurry up here, man.
See your thing there, yeah.
Tune in on Thursdays from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM with DJ Daniel. The Launch.
90 minutes before the hour of 12 o'clock, we're going to go back over to our host, Arlene Bailey. Yes, talking with Lawrence Rowe. Awesome interview we have in here. So, Sister Arlene.
no eat, cause why? I have to pay the internet bill because the people them have to use the internet. So I had to use the money for food and pay the internet bill. You have to choose between buying the food and paying the internet bill. And guess what? You have to choose between paying the light bill, where no matter what you do, it's still up there. Somebody needs to help us. Jesus Christ, you know, so that me think about the hardest because somebody will have 3, 4, 5 fitness and out a morning time and you can't get them less than $1,000. What you can do to get $5,000 every day if you give them which job you have where you can suffice that? How they
and
do
the
it?
minimum wage is so low.
Me say, look here, me not even there the minimum wage. Just take look on an ordinary Jamaican. Nobody, no ordinary people now earn $5,000 a day. Right. And if you have to give them at least $1,005 pitney you have to go to school. And you hustle $5,000, God, oh you go hustle lunch and dinner and breakfast too. Eh? And the other things when you have to take care of. It's rough, you know. Yo, let me tell you something. People with them amount of children and send them to school. They are superhuman. I found that out many years ago when I had $3,000. My son was in primary school. My son is 27 now. He was in primary school. I think he was in grade 4. And I had $3,000 a year. Me now, I go buy some book. It was August. And when I said I was going to buy it, when I walked into Kingston Bookshop, I took up a book. It named Grammar and Composition. At that time, it was selling for $2,995. Remember now, you know, me think of some book me I go buy, you know. I said, Jesus Christ, me start asking myself in a place here, me, but Jesus Christ, to put me buy that book and teach and I use it. And if you go join this line and I go and the lady at the front step back and give me the space so me could have pay for your book. I came out with $5 on my fingers, so. And on my way home, I started to solicit use a new textbook, and I started the Arlene Bailey textbook program. Yes. Me say if I want pitney and me can't do it, God have mercy all the people them will do it for pitney do it. And me start to beg book. So you see people will live it, understand how to fix it.
So true.
So they need to give us a voice. So if we can have one more Lawrence as parliamentarians, parliamentarians need to have consultation with the people so that they can get this information.
And we as people must realize that we have the power and demand that sort of dialogue.
Yes.
They are our representatives. They're not representing themselves. And so the conversation should start and end with us.
Lawrence, hello, let me stop you. You realize you have not moved yourself, you know, you're still saying us. You're not speaking like the MP designating us, but still one of us. I love you, I laud you for that. Oh my God. Yes, of course, it have to start with we the people, because you still see yourself as one of we. You have to start with we. We know people need help, and if they get help, then we help themselves. But you have to help them. People can't stop thief. You can't stop thief light if you don't work to pay for light. And you need the light. So government, let us be respectable citizens by assisting us with flat rate, lobby for flat rate and subsidize where necessary. Private sector and the church we call on it.
And I believe the JPS will get more revenue from these flat rates. Because if you don't give them flat rate, they're going to it. So I better you collect something than nothing at all.
That is so. But there's a method to the madness now, but they're not seeing it that way. Well, so we have to keep driving this argument. Take something. If I even $1,000, you're better off taking $1,000 from 4,000 residents more than not getting nothing.
That is so true. And it eases the pressure of those that are paying the light bill as well.
Right, because I hear that they divide it amongst everybody.
My understanding is that the electricity theft, you know, is added to the paying customers. And I believe they too will receive a ease from this. So the JPS, the government, the private sector, you know, they have their work cut out for them. You know, they need to consider these matters.
Yeah, man. So, Lawrence, you have a whole heap of work, you know, because we have a show be work for you, you know. Because remember, you know, we can say, Lawrence, when you got the next meeting, do this. Lawrence, because You understand what I say? Who you know, you know? Who you can relate to, you know?
That
So
is
that's
so
why
true.
your work go harder. Because we have everything at your years old. Everything will happen. When you shot them fire, you are going to hear them because you're bed in Alman town.
And a lot of people are, insisting, that I change my address. I have been resisting that call because I want to feel, I want to hear, I want to taste, I want to live the experience of the people that I represent. So even if I have a second home, I will always maintain a residency in my constituency.
Ah, boy, Lawrence, me hear that and me no want, me know say everybody want upward mobility, but me want, maintain, man. Because I remember being at the United Nations and the chair of the conference, Courtney Rattray, asked me ever think about leaving Fletcher's land. And me never have to think about it. The answer is no. No way I have actually bought 2 homes in Fletcher's land.
Yes.
So that means I no plan for left. Hell no.
And I know so when my broker hungry, me can run got the shut down the road and me can lean for my neighbor. When them send me uptown or elsewhere, I won't enjoy.
Your neighbor not know everybody will drive out. We not work so. Lawrence, how you cook today? Cook stew peas? So me not get none. And you can say, hey, me get some of that now. And we good. And you can't trust I shop then because people they know you. Guys, you look like it as Lawrence a freeze, eh? Right, Lawrence, we can't trust at the shop because the people they know you.
Of course.
So it work. And even if it are somebody beg you something and not money say, tell me somebody say Lawrence if we give you.
That's right.
How would I go so? So we like that. We need this. and we're going to have a drain in our community of every good people. All right, Lawrence, step up in cut left way. Kamara, everybody cut left way. Who have a left in our community? The people that were weak are irredeemable.
Some of us must stay and build the community. Build the community that we want to see.
Right. And stay in the community that good people still live in there. Our member of parliament live in our community. You understand me? We have an architect in the community. We have a doctor in our community. Because I know you have a doctor in Almantown because he's also a friend of mine. There are several doctors. So yes, we have them. And we want them to stay because we want our community to be rich.
Yes.
And we have like a community
we want
rich.
the resources to remain inside in the communities as well. Mm-hmm.
You know when I know that something good is going on, and I came into Almantown and I saw a lot of refurbishing going on. And I said, let me tell you something. This is a good look. You know what this means? Them people I said they now run away. Them people are commit to the cause. They must stay in them place. And I was going to Torrington Park and I saw that as well. And I said, I love this. Regardless of what is happening, these people tell themselves, I got some me ban, I got some me stay. Yeah. Now run gone away. Brother,
that's right.
Please stay. Please stay. I need you to stay because it sends a message. It sends a message. We have to be grounded. Trust me, me can't tell you how joyful I am to see a brother that has not outgrown me. Hopefully you don't outgrow me. In terms of community development and the same passion we drive with. That me I talk about. The same passion we drive with. Say if you continue to drive with, the limit is beyond the sky.
I am always one phone call away.
I know. I know. Or you might drive through and miss you. Like the other night when I saw you, I said, Lawrence, remember me when you burst?
And I still walk too.
Yeah, man. I know you walk through, you drive through, so me I go see you. You're not stop. Not change. Not change. And if me need a favor, you know watch in the ear, the geographical location or the color. Right. Me know say yes. And that's what we need. That's what a member of parliament should represent, because you represent your constituency, and we are still going to remain friends because guess what? We are fellow community development practitioners, and that the label that we not lose.
Never. And we do it with passion and purpose.
That join us together. That's how we met. through community development work. Tamara, I know Tamara wanted to join us, but she was having trouble getting on. But
yes.
may I tell her, that girl, that's my sister. I love her with everything in her. My aunt Tamara. Let me tell you something.
Another community practitioner.
Friend and sister. A true friend and sister. Fully community led. Community driven. I am looking out for her. I hope she'll be following suit. I'm vying for her for Councillor Tamara Reynolds. Councillor Tamara Reynolds. Yes. She have the man vitality. She have the vitality. She have the passion. She have everything to make this work.
Purpose.
Yes, man. Passion, purpose, everything. She have it. Who don't have it? Community development practitioner have that something here. I want special something where we get where everybody else not get. Where man? We get that something where everybody else.
I would need to know pay too.
Not just try to not go pay. Remember, say we walk between a man and endanger with self. We hold on. We never did that thing. We can't think. We not have sometimes, you know, when I look back, I said, John, me they have sense. They have about Whitfield Town, all of them places there. I do some work, Maxfield Avenue, all of them places there.
How was that night so?
Rose Lane, Rose Town, everywhere. I walk through this or go this or when nobody else not do it.
Even unannounced.
Most time unannounced because remember when we started WhatsApp, never did, you know. And we didn't have no credit even when we were announced. We were without so many things. So we just have to go because we don't have no credit. We just have to go.
What a journey.
What a journey. Let me tell you something. The feelings is priceless. The achievement, sometimes we get some amount of achievement. The only part that hurts is when they make you step them forward and they say, I will go backward. We've done so much work. You know, but we can't stop. We are committed to a life of service. We will have to continue to serve until, and we have to have trainers of trainers. We have to find a way to let people understand. Let me tell you something. Volunteerism pays. Because most of these people that I have known are because of volunteer work. So that in itself is priceless. I know money, but it's priceless. When you want a recommendation, you can call Dr. Watson. We don't know you can call Dr. Carol Arch. You can call some big people where make sense. And then can say, yes, Arlene, so and so and so. You know, and if I want to do a treat, I go back to rural Jamaica where I grew up to get some stuff. I don't have any money. I have to call on all of my friends and say, listen, I need to do this. And then
allows you to network. Yes.
So that's the value of community development work. That circle the way you build. And everything we want, we get from that circle. Motivation, noble gesture of support, everything we want, we get from that circle. And we're going to maintain the circle. And even when it's multicolor, we're going to be there. We're going to maintain that circle there where we can call for one another. Even for a noble gesture of support. Because sometimes, I just say some people I want to make just to talk. Lawrence, it's a privilege to be able to interview on Roots 96.1 FM. Trust me. It feels real good. It feels real good. I wonder when I'm going to interview Tamara in this realm, or a Kimani Martin, or a David Allen. And when me go do that interview, they want to talk to me, run up the man.
Community practitioners.
I want to do it, and then we can have a grand time.
Yes.
We can have a grand time.
Up in heaven.
Right, we want in the part that we want it, because we have them on all sides doing the work. Lawrence, they're running out of. Lawrence, we're out of time. Let's take a few minutes to thank the people. Yeah, thank the people them again. We know you thank them already. Just use a few minutes to thank, 2 seconds to thank them.
I want to thank all the delegates that came out and supported me. and supported Comrade Sterling. You know, we are all one PNP.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
we have a lot of work to do now. It's time for unity. It's time for rebuilding the party. It's time for rebuilding our communities. Not just PNP. And not just PNP and JLP, but
One
all
community at a
residents.
time. We're going to be building back Jamaica. One community at a time.
And thank you for having me again, Arlene, at the Roots
It's
FM.
a privilege. I am so elated. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Me to you. Love you.
Farming over plastic, investment over graphic. Inheritance from the seeds of me alright being made. Yo, if you are 50 and never make a brings get used, means you're poor so your kids next to employment you use as a big excuse. You want him grow so him get through. See him 24 hours so what you have to. When your kids do good you